The next stop will be Ipswich.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Pinken channel. I forgot to do one of these in Norwich, so it's a little bit escalated, but we are here in London Liverpool Street. There's the train, and there's the Davit, and it's that time again. It's pre-season, and we had a fair few people asking for a little bit of a travel vlog, that sort of element, so that is what we're doing. We are heading off to Belgium today, so the plan, we've just completed part one of the journey, which is a train from Norwich to London Liverpool Street, and then from here it's getting to St Pancras to get on a Eurostar to head to Brussels, which is going to be basically our sort of base camp for the trip here in Belgium. We're also going to be doing Austria as well. We have to say thanks to our sponsors, Chips Away, who are making all of this possible. So hopefully you'll enjoy the content that's probably will have already started to come by the time this goes live. But yes, that's the aim of this trip. We'll also be out in Austria in a few weeks as well, all following Norwich City. So 2 games for Norwich in Belgium, Club Brugge and Standard Liège. 2 really good tests as well, really excited for it. I've not been to Belgium before. I'm with Adam Harvey, Paddy Davitt, my colleagues, and yeah, so part 1 of the trip, London Liverpool Street, which is a place that I'm sure people from Norfolk and Norwich will know well, and now on to St Pancras to catch the Eurostar, which I think is about 3 o'clock, and it's currently just before 1, so we're in good time at the moment. Something's bound to go wrong. Yeah, so follow us, and I hope you enjoy this vlog. Typically busy Eurostar waiting lounge. We are just the second on that list there, Brussels, at 4 minutes past 3. So yeah, making progress, but a lot of people who I suspect will be going to Paris very shortly. So we're waiting for a seat, and yeah, hopefully it will clear soonish. Here we are then, we found some seats, which is a little bit better than we were doing. Adam, you've been to Belgium before, so you're not a novice in this area like me. No. I think you've travelled Eurostar before as well, so nice part of the world, isn't it, from what you've gathered? Maybe some bits better than others?
Yeah, I think, never been to Brussels, but I've been to Bruges and Ghent before, both quite historical kind of cities, I'd say. Very traditional in terms of sort of the market squares you get in Belgium, good food.
Well, that's the main thing.
Which is the main thing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to also going to Brussels, exploring a new city in Belgium. We've got the trip to Liège as well, which is also a new place. So yeah, I feel like probably by the time we end this trip, might have covered quite a bit of the major Belgian cities, I suppose.
Yeah, and from a footballing perspective, it's interesting, isn't it? Such a big jump, Northampton to essentially playing they are the champions of Belgium, and obviously you've got a very good team in Standard Liège as well. Potentially Christophe Solis as well. I mean, there's plenty there, but it's going to be a big test for them, isn't it? Particularly when they've just worked on possession in the last few weeks.
Yeah, I think this is obviously another major step up really in terms of quality from Saturday, and I think that's what you want throughout pre-season. You want Norwich to go and test themselves against some of the better sides, I suppose, across Europe, and that's probably what they've done this summer. Last summer it felt like they kind of had to build up until they maybe got to the latter stages of pre-season before they really started to get kind of them big tests where they kind of thrown themselves straight into the deep end. And I think Torup said it himself, on Saturday, it's now going to be just about going there, applying themselves well again, and hopefully trying to, I suppose, build on the system that he's trying to put in place now. And that's for me what I'm going to be looking at across these couple of games. The results don't matter in pre-season. I know that's kind of a saying you often get, because last time round they won every single game, I think, under David Varner unbeaten. They got one draw in there, I think, Kaiserslautern. But yeah, it doesn't mean anything. But if we can see something tangible on the pitch now, that's sort of what we saw flashes of, I suppose, against Southampton, against better opposition, then yeah, I think you can sort of come away from this trip with a confidence then heading into some more difficult games later on in pre-season.
Yeah, I mean, we were speaking to someone before the game on Saturday who's in Norwich circles who said that this was probably one of their toughest pre-seasons that they've had really in terms of opposition. When you think they've got Hoffenheim to come in Austria, and you're right, they did win it. They were unbeaten in pre-season last time, but I do remember us speaking a lot about the defensive solidity under David Wagner and maybe a lot of the issues that would come back down to bite him down the track. We kind of saw in that, particularly that Austria trip. I remember they had a game on that pitch in Kufstein, which I think is maybe left a bit to be desired, I think it's fair to say, but you could see a lot that day of maybe where they would come a little bit unstuck. So this is going to be a really interesting test. I think we've got what have we got, half an hour or so until we board our train. So yeah, it should be hopefully a nice smooth run to Brussels. Here we are, Brussels, on the start of Norwich City's Belgium tour. Here we are, wandering around on the first night in Brussels. Look at this for a square. It's a bit similar to Frankfurt last year, but that's a whopper. And got these ones here. Not bad. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday. It is definitely Wednesday. Norwich City kick off their Belgian tour game 1 here this evening against Bruges. We're currently in Brussels, so today will consist of getting breakfast, doing a little bit of work, and then travelling over to Bruges for that game later on. Really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a big step up, big test for Norwich City in terms of their preparations. A team that obviously is going to be playing Champions League football next year. Probably going to see a certain Christos Schollis as well. So lots of interesting subplots to ponder over. But yeah, that's a brief outline for the day. And yeah, let's see how it goes. What I will just add as a very nice touch is that I think in all of our rooms been left a nice bar of Toblerone, which I think is Swiss rather than Belgium, but you know, we'll take it. And yeah, I've got a nice little globe. There you go, you can see Europe on there, and then some nice little plants as well. Not much of a view, I'm afraid. That is all we've got of Brussels at this moment in time, but yeah, we'll take the chocolate. Now at Brussels Central. I think we are platform number 2 to Bruges, and yeah, nice building this, as with most of the buildings we've seen so far in Brussels. It's my colleagues map reading. I just follow along. I'm not the best in terms of maps and directions, so they know where they're going, hopefully. But yeah, this is Bruges Central, and we're now on our way to Bruges before getting a separate train to Roeselare, which is where Norwich City are playing this evening's game against Bruges. In the fine city of Bruges. Lovely river there. And a big old queue to get on one of the boats, which I will not be participating in. And here we are in I think it's the main square in Bruges, but it's a square in Bruges. Magnificent building behind me. Magnificent buildings all around. This is a really nice place actually, from what we've just walked around in the last 20 minutes or so. As I said, Norwich not actually playing in Bruges tonight. They're actually playing a little bit out in Roeselare, but some really nice scenery. It's pre-game to Walko. It's not too bad. It's Paddy in his James Bond shades there. Enjoying it, Pad?
Oh, hello, mate.
Hello.
You shouldn't film people without their permission.
I just said you're wearing your James Bond shades. So.
James Bond. Yeah.
This is nice,
but
isn't it?
I've forgotten my hat, which is a major error for a man of Celtic fair skin. A bit like yourself.
You don't tell me. Yeah, you don't.
Yeah,
tell
no, this
me.
is very nice.
Had worse pre-game walks, haven't we?
You've obviously, by this point of the content, have seen the Grand Palace in.
Yeah.
Just to disabuse anyone in the notion, we're not on a grand tour of lovely squares in Belgium. We are here for some football. This is nice, and hopefully
This is a stop by, isn't it? You know.
Oh yeah, no, this is all work.
We are about to do an Instagram live shortly, so that covers that off. But,
yeah, no, I've actually seen a Club Brugge, Club Brugge.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm over there. Yeah, so.
Although not the most bizarre shirt of the day that we've seen, which was someone wearing a Cheltenham Town shirt
So
in the
you
middle of
reckon?
Brussels.
Yeah,
definitely
mine.
was.
Yeah, I thought it might be Turkey, but yeah, Cheltenham Town. Hat tip.
Yeah, there you go.
But this is a very busy place. Yeah, so.
It is.
It looks like Europe is doing quite well. There's no recession here, Connor.
Absolutely not. No, there's plenty of people here, and quite rightly too. Lovely place. So
hopefully the sun is shining back home.
yes, let's hope so. I don't think it's quite as warm though, but yeah, we're now going to go and do our Instagram live, and then probably try and head to Roeselare. I'm saying that right, aren't I? Yeah. For tonight's game. Blue shop. Look at that. An array of shirts and training memorabilia. No Schollis shirts though, from what we can see, which is a little bit disappointing. You've got a mug, look at that, look. So who did they play? Fiorentina. There you go. Did they lose presumably? Because there's no final memorabilia.
Fiorentina won, didn't they?
Right, of course they did, yeah, of course they did. hot water bottles, cushions, travel cups, and a gnome. And here is the next train we're getting on, and Roeselare. You may be able to see it in the list of options, just up there. Next leg of quite the journey to this Norwich City pre-season friendly is by bus, which is a private bus journey at the moment, which is quite good. And we're hoping this is going to take us close to the stadium. That's the hope. And I don't know how far away it is. What would you say?
About 10 minutes.
10 minutes. So hopefully, Paddy, we'll end up near the ground.
We can but hope, can't we? Pan it around, we've got a private cab here.
Yeah, there's no one else on it, and the bus driver informed us that she's a Bruges fan, but she can't go to the game tonight because she's working. So that was helpful for the relations of this fixture between, I think, both clubs. So it's a lovely day, very warm, particularly on this bus, and hopefully this will drop us in and around the stadium. You'll find out very shortly if it does or not. Here we go, this is the nest, and out there is Norwich City's travelling party. Might be able to see just there, Johannes off Torup. Adamida was out there, yep, just making his way in there. We've got body of place here, and then the younger players seem to be in this half. So you've got Brad Hills over there, Kennebo, Gabriel Forsyth I can see over there. That is a lovely stand at this end. Got more of a sort of temporary one that end, and then sort of terrace in this one. There's a few Norwich fans over there, some familiar faces for those who travel away regularly. And then we will be, I think, just up here in this press box here. So it's one of those weird grounds where the tunnel is behind the goal, but that is the scene. It's a lovely day for it. It's 25 odd degrees here, so quite grateful to be out of the sun for a little while. But yeah, this is the nest, and the pitch is looking very, very good indeed. Hernandez and Nunez down there. A few of Norwich's contingent as well. You might be able to see Penny McLean there. Just going through their final warm-ups before kick-off. So a fair few fans in that stand, looking through the greenhouse element of it, and quite a few in this stand as well. Plus, if we zoom in on that corner over there, you'll be able to see some yellow and green. Very wisely, the majority of them gravitating towards the shade, which I think is very, very wise indeed, given how hot it is. Do we know what the temperature is currently? It's 24, yeah. So it feels warmer than that though, doesn't it? So it's going to be pretty tough conditions by all accounts. Adamida starts for Norwich. He's going to get 30 minutes. In fact, I've got a team sheet here. So the bulk of this team is all going to play 60 minutes, barring Adamida, who we think is going to get 30. And then, as it was at Northampton, a very young bench. Brad Hills on there, Kenneth Bow on there, Elliot Miles, two goalkeepers. So yeah, I mean, this is interesting for Bruges. This is their final pre-season game. We've got a Super Cup game on Saturday, so this is their final pre-season friendly. And look at number 8, Christos Scholler, certain name in there. Cyril Mignolet as well, formerly of Liverpool. And yeah, hotting up nicely. We've got about 10 minutes or so till kick-off.
16 augustus, dan komt op de eerste speeldag van de Challenger Pro League Sporting Lokeren op bezoek. De aftrap wordt gegeven om 4 uur. We hopen u dan ook opnieuw in dit stadion te mogen begroeten. Voor wie het teams over uw favoriete transport gebeurt, verwijs u graag naar alle sociale kanalen. Voor nu sluiten we af met iedereen nog een veilige thuiskomst te wensen en graag tot dan.
Morning everyone, it's the morning after the night before, so Norwich City played Club Brugge last night. We didn't get back till very late, and newspaper deadlines and lots of other different bits, so I didn't get to film any of the journey back. But yeah, 3-0 defeat. It was a different type of test to the one they've had before, and yeah, I think they will have. And certainly speaking to Johannes off Torup and Jakob Sørensen after the game, they both felt that they would they would take elements of it to improve. So that's what this tour is all about. It's a massive step up in quality. Bruges obviously much further ahead in their own pre-season. They actually start their season officially competitively on Saturday in the Belgian Super Cup. So it's a difficult type of challenge, I think, but one they will have taken plenty from. That brings to an end vlog number 1. So we're going to split this up into 2. So we've done the first game, which was obviously the travel from the UK to Belgium to this game. And then we'll probably do vlog number 2 in and around Saturday in that game against Standard Liège. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this. Look out for vlog number 2 over the weekend. And yeah, plenty more content from the Belgian tour across our channels as well for you to watch out for and to consume. See you soon.